Are you a new freelancer struggling to customize your services to meet your clients' unique needs? If so, keep listening because this is where you'll find the key to unlocking the door to customer satisfaction and business success. The first step on your journey to customization is understanding your client's needs. It's the foundation upon which you'll build your service offering. However, it's not always as simple as it sounds. Clients might not always know what they need or be able to articulate it. That's where your skills come into play. So how do you identify these needs? The answer lies in effective communication and asking the right questions. It's about opening up a dialogue, not just a one-way conversation. This means listening as much as, if not more than, talking. Asking the right questions is crucial. It's not just about what your client wants, but why they want it. Digging deeper can reveal underlying needs that they may not have been aware of. For instance, a client might say they need a new logo. Instead of simply agreeing, ask why. Is it because they feel their current logo doesn't represent their brand? Or because they're trying to attract a different demographic? Remember, your role is more than just a service provider. You're a problem solver, a collaborator, and a partner in your client's success. So, don't be afraid to challenge assumptions and propose solutions that they might not have considered. Effective communication also extends to how you respond to your client's needs. It's not just about saying yes or no, but explaining your reasoning. This can help build trust and understanding, and show your client that you're fully invested in their project. It's worth noting that understanding your client's needs isn't a one-time thing. It's an ongoing process that should continue throughout your relationship. By keeping the lines of communication open, you can adapt to any changes and ensure you're always delivering what your client needs. Once you have a clear understanding of your client's needs, you can then begin to tailor your services to meet these needs. And that's what we'll be discussing in the next scene, so stay tuned. Now that you have identified your client's needs, how can you tailor your services to meet them? This is the question that stands at the heart of every successful freelancing endeavor. First, let's talk about adjusting your approach. Every client is unique, and what works for one may not work for another. This is where your flexibility shines. You might need to adapt your working hours to match your client's time zone, or maybe you'll need to communicate via their preferred platform. Adjusting your approach means meeting your client where they are, making their experience with your service as smooth and enjoyable as possible. Now, let's bring in the specialized tools. In the digital age, there's a tool for everything. If your client needs a specific format for their work, there's likely a tool out there that can help you deliver it. Whether it's a design software for graphic designers, a project management tool for consultants, or a writing aid for copywriters, having the right tools at your disposal can help you customize your services effectively. But what about offering personalized solutions? This is where your creativity comes into play. Personalized solutions are all about going the extra mile to meet your client's needs. For example, if you're a graphic designer and your client is looking for a unique logo, you might suggest creating a set of alternative designs for them to choose from. Or if you're a consultant, you could offer to create a tailored strategy for their business, rather than using a one-size-fits-all approach. In the world of freelancing, customization isn't just about changing the way you work or the tools you use. It's about understanding your client's needs and using your skills and creativity to meet them. It's about making your client feel valued and understood, and delivering a service that not only meets their needs, but exceeds their expectations. Remember, the key to successful customization lies in flexibility and creativity. It's about being adaptable, about being willing to step out of your comfort zone and explore new ways of working. So keep an open mind, stay flexible, and let your creativity guide you. So, you've tailored your services to meet your client's needs, but how do you communicate this effectively? The first rule of successful communication is clarity. Be crystal clear about what you're offering. Break down your services into digestible chunks. Remember, you're speaking to a non-expert. Use simple language, avoid jargon, and explain any complex processes or terms in a way that your client can easily understand. Next, focus on the benefits, not just the features. While it's important to explain what your service includes, it's equally as important to highlight how it can solve your client's problems or meet their specific needs. This is where your understanding of your client's business comes into play. By demonstrating how your service aligns with their goals, you'll make it more appealing. Now, let's talk about presentation. How you present your services can make a world of difference. Visual aids can be extremely effective. Create a well-structured document or a visually appealing presentation that outlines your services. Make sure it's easy to read and understand. However, keep in mind that this script is for voiceover purposes only, so we won't delve into the specifics of visual content. Finally, be open and approachable. Encourage your client to ask questions and be ready to provide clear, concise answers. This not only helps your client understand your services better, but also builds trust and rapport, and trust is the key to any successful business relationship. Remember, effective communication isn't a one-way street. It's about listening as much as it's about speaking. Understand your client's needs, respond to their concerns, and adjust your approach based on their feedback. So, to sum it up, be clear, focus on benefits, present your services well, and be open and approachable. Follow these tips, and you're well on your way to successfully communicating your customized services to your clients. Effective communication will not only help your clients understand what you offer, but also build trust and rapport. Customized services often come with a different price tag. How do you negotiate this with your client? Navigating the world of pricing can be tricky, but it doesn't have to be. First, determine your base rate. This is the minimum you're willing to work for. It should cover your costs and leave you with a reasonable profit. Next, factor in the customization. The more complex the customization, the higher the price. It's a simple equation, but one that's often overlooked. You see, customization isn't merely a cherry on top. It's additional work, expertise, and time, and it should be valued accordingly. Now onto the negotiation. This is where the art of diplomacy comes in. You need to strike a balance between your needs and your client's budget. But remember, negotiation isn't a battlefield. It's a conversation. It's about finding a solution that works for both parties. Start by presenting your price confidently. Your client needs to understand the value behind your price. Explain the customization process, the time it involves, and the unique benefits it brings. This transparency will build trust and justify your price. Next, listen. Give your client the space to express their concerns. They might request a lower price. If that's the case, don't panic. Instead, ask for their reasoning. This will help you understand their perspective and respond appropriately. If their budget is genuinely tight, consider offering a simpler version of your service. This way, you're providing a solution without undervaluing your work. But if you feel they're simply trying to haggle, stand firm. Politely remind them of the value you're offering. Lastly, stay open to counter-offers. A negotiation is a two-way street. You might need to adjust your price slightly to secure the deal. But remember, a slight adjustment is different from a major compromise. Ultimately, it's about respect. Respect for your client's budget, and respect for your own work. So don't be afraid to negotiate. It's not a sign of weakness, but a testament to your professionalism. Always remember your skills and time have value. Don't undersell yourself. Finally, you've reached an agreement. But how do you ensure that you deliver your customized services effectively? This is where the rubber meets the road. Now it's time to execute and deliver what you've promised. The key here is to ensure that you meet deadlines, maintain quality, and strive to exceed your client's expectations. Meeting deadlines is more than just being punctual. It's about demonstrating respect for your client's time and their business. It's about building trust, showing that you're reliable and dependable. If you promise to deliver a project by the 1st of May, then you must pull all stops to get it done by the end of April. It's always better to underpromise and overdeliver. Maintaining quality is another crucial aspect. Remember, quality is not an act, it's a habit. It's about consistency. It's about delivering the same level of excellence every single time, regardless of the size or complexity of the task. A good tip here is to always review your work before delivering it. Make sure it meets your own standards first. If you're not satisfied with it, chances are your client won't be either. Exceeding your client's expectations is the cherry on top. It's about going the extra mile, about adding that special touch that wasn't asked for but elevates your work. It's about surprising your client with your creativity, your dedication, and your passion. This is what sets you apart from the competition, what turns clients into repeat customers and loyal advocates. Now, managing your time and resources effectively is what ties all of these together. It's about planning your tasks, prioritizing them based on urgency and importance, and breaking them down into manageable chunks. It's about using tools and technologies that can help you stay organized and efficient. It's about setting boundaries, saying no when necessary, and ensuring that you have enough time for rest and rejuvenation. Delivering your customized services effectively is the final step in winning your client's satisfaction. And remember, a satisfied client is not just a one-time transaction, it's a long-term relationship, a testament to your skills and professionalism. What happens after you've delivered your services? How do you handle feedback and make necessary adjustments? This is the golden question, isn't it? Let's dive into it. Feedback, in its essence, is a gift. It's a reflection of your work from the eyes of your client, and it's priceless. Being open to feedback, whether positive or negative, is a crucial part of your growth as a freelancer. It's the key to understanding what your client values, what they need, and how you can improve your services to meet those needs more effectively. So, how do you handle feedback? First and foremost, approach it with a positive mindset. Remember that every piece of feedback, even if it pinches a little, offers an opportunity for growth. Welcome it, appreciate it, and most importantly, learn from it. Let's say the feedback requires you to make revisions. Don't shy away from this. Revisions are not a sign of failure, but a chance to refine your work and align it more closely with your client's vision. Treat it as a collaborative process where you and your client work together to produce something that truly shines. Now, it's important to remember that not all feedback will be constructive. There might be times when you receive vague or even unjust feedback. In such scenarios, don't hesitate to ask for clarifications. Understand the reasons behind the feedback, and then decide on the best course of action. Continuous improvement is the name of the game. Every project you undertake, every feedback you receive, is a stepping stone towards becoming a better freelancer. It's about growing your skills, expanding your knowledge, and honing your craft. And guess what? This is what sets successful freelancers apart. They don't rest on their laurels, they constantly strive for better. So in conclusion, embrace feedback. Use it as a tool to continuously improve and customize your services. Don't be afraid of making necessary adjustments. It's all part of the journey. Remember, freelancing is a journey. Every feedback is an opportunity for growth. So, take that feedback, make the necessary adjustments, and keep moving forward. You're doing great! Let's recap what we've learned about customizing your freelancing services. First off, we dove into the importance of identifying your client's needs. Remember, understanding what your client wants is the cornerstone of a successful freelancing business. It's like a key that unlocks the door to effective service delivery. So take the time to ask questions, conduct research, and delve deep into their expectations and preferences. This step is not just about knowing what they want, but also about understanding why they want it. That way, you can tailor your services to meet these needs precisely. Next, we explored how to tailor your services to suit your client's unique needs. As a freelancer, you have the flexibility to adapt and modify your offerings to align with your client's expectations. Whether it's adjusting your working hours, using a specific tool, or adopting a particular style, the ability to customize your services is a superpower you should leverage. Remember, it is this customization that sets you apart, making you not just a service provider, but a valuable partner. We then moved on to communicating your customized services. Here we learned that clarity and transparency are vital. You need to effectively communicate how your services have been tailored to meet your client's needs. This not only helps your clients understand what they are getting, but also builds trust and credibility. Negotiating your price was our next topic of discussion. We emphasized that while you should strive to be competitive and fair, you should also value your work appropriately. Do not undervalue your services, especially when you have gone the extra mile to customize them. Remember, your unique offerings are worth a premium, and it's okay to charge for that. Then, we discussed delivering your customized services. Once you've tailored your services and agreed on the price, it's time to deliver. Remember, consistency is key. Ensure you maintain the same level of quality and customization throughout the project. Also, keep communication lines open, provide regular updates, and never hesitate to ask for feedback. Speaking of feedback, we highlighted the significance of handling feedback and adjustments. As a freelancer, you should be open to constructive criticism. Use it to refine your services and enhance your client satisfaction. Remember, feedback is not a setback, but a stepping stone to improvement. Customizing your services as a freelancer isn't always easy, but with these tips, you're well on your way to creating a service that is uniquely yours and highly valued by your clients. So, go ahead, embrace customization, stand out from the crowd, and watch your freelancing business thrive.